Okay, so this is going to be the video on how to join your squares for the poncho. These are going to be your squares, and these are the side where you left your tail. You're going to join two of the squares with a stitch marker. And these are going to be your front and your back, or front, back, either way. You want to make sure that you're joining wrong side with wrong side together. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start in the corner and join our other squares for the sides up along here into the top here. This will be your neck, and then along here to the bottom. And I'm sorry for the view, but this is the furthest away I could get my camera. So first of all, here is one of the sides that you're currently working on. And as you can see, I have started one side. So this is the start of the last round on one side, and gone all the way over to one corner. And I've already made my 2 double crochets. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to start in with one of your corners, making sure that your right side is up. And as you do that, you're going to grab the corner here. This is your corner of the bottom hem of your poncho. It doesn't matter which side you do. You can do this side or you can do this side. This just happens to be closest. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook into the corner space of the chain 2 space, and you're going to slip stitch into that side. Then you're going to chain 2 and complete your 2 double crochets into the corner here. So you just complete your 2 double crochets into the corner here. And what this is doing is you are now joining your sides to your front and back without having to sew in ends. Isn't that awesome? So then you're going to chain 2, and you're going to slip stitch into the next chain 2 space right here. Then you're going to chain 2 again. Don't you love my hook holder? My niece made him for me. And if you have inquiries about the crochet hook cover holders, they will be in the YouTube. They will be in the link. So you're going to chain your 2. Then you're going to do your 1 double crochet into your next space of the current one we're working on. So you're going to double crochet 1, and you're going to chain 2. And you're going to do this all the way across till you reach the corner and the neck of your top. So go into your next, after you've chained 2, go into your next space on your top, on the front and back. So your next space is going to be, the next chain 2 space is going to be this one right here. You're going to go underneath. Don't go in like this. You're going to go underneath to make your slip stitch, and then you just slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you go into your next chain 2 space of your current square you're working on, and you're going to make 1 double crochet and a chain 2. Okay, I'll do that again. You're going to go into your next space of the front or back, front and back, slipping your hook under the space and through, and then you're going to slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 2, go into your next space of the current square you're working on, and you're going to double crochet. I'm sorry for my camera focus, for some reason it's not focusing. Then you're going to chain 2, then you're going to go into the next chain space. You want to make sure that this yarn is in front of the hook, even when you're slipping your hook in. And then you're going to slip stitch, chain 2, wrap your yarn, go into your next space, and double crochet. Chain 2, go into your next space. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Go into the next space of your top here, making sure that your yarn is not in back but in front of your hook. Go under, slip stitch, chain 2, double crochet into your next space here, chain 2, slip. See, we're almost getting to the corner here. Now you're going to slip stitch, yarn in front, under, slip stitch, chain 2, yarn over, go into your next space. Now you're going to do normal double crochet. Excuse me, hiccup. And just double crochet and chain 2. I don't know why I have the hiccups. Sorry if you hear me hiccup. Yarn in front of hook, under, slip stitch, chain 2, yarn over. Now we're at your corner. So you're going to do 2 double crochets because we're in the corner. Come on, camera, focus. So you've got your 2 double crochets in your corner. Then you're going to chain 2. Come on, focus. Then you're going to go into your next corner here, slip stitch, chain 2, then you're going to slip stitch into the corner of this piece here. Yarn in front, slip stitch into the corner piece on the other side, not the one you're working on now. Then you're going to chain 2, and you're going to find, this is the square, your current square that you started and you're working on that's for the side, and then you're going to complete your 2 double crochets for this side, for this corner. I know it's a little tricky. Then you're going to chain 2, and then I'm going to show you something, or I'm going to show you. So what this does is, here's your neck, here's the front, here's the back, and now here's your side. And as you can tell, here's your join right in here. But it's almost seamless. So you still got the little holes in the side, and going up into the corner here, you still got the little holes coming into here. So this is going to be where the tricky part is. Now we've got where your chain 2 is. You're going to flip them this way, and it might feel a little weird. So basically, you've got this corner, this is the front, and it's going to look like it's going diagonal. And then this is the current square you're working on, and this is the back. So you're closing in this way. So what your sleeve is going to end up being diagonal, while your back and your front are going to lay flat. So you've got your chain 2. So you're going to go into the next space of the back piece, yarn in front, and slip stitch, excuse me, chain 2. Then you're going to go into the next opening, the next chain space of your current square you're working on, and do your double crochet, chain 2. You want to make sure you get those chain 2s in between every slip stitch and after every stitch, so that way you still get the holes on the side, so it looks seamless. Then you're going to slip stitch and chain 2, and then you're going to go into your current square and do a normal double crochet, and then you're going to chain 2. Go into the next chain space, and sometimes they can be tricky to see where your next space is, but this is your next space. Yarn in front, under, and slip stitch with a chain 2. You have to make sure you do those chain 2s, because if you don't do the chain 2s, you're not going to have the little holes on the side like the rest of the squares, and it won't look seamless. Then you're going to go into your next chain space of your current square and do a double crochet, chain 2, grab the next chain space for the front or back piece, yarn in front, hook under, slip stitch. My cat is on his way over, so if you see him, I'm sorry. 1, 2, next space, normal double crochet. Hi, Tipsy. Oops, went. Sorry. That's what happens when you got cats. Double crochet, chain 2, going into your next space, this is the back piece or front piece, whichever way you want to put it. Hook under, slip stitch, chain 2, go into the next chain space of your current square and do a double crochet. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Telemarketers always call out the worst time, and I've just noticed I'm crooked. I'll try and fix this here. Okay, as you can see, my cat Tipsy decided he's going to join in on the video. Say hi, Tipsy. Sorry about that. Once I start going, he doesn't want to stay away. So we were making our double crochet. Now you're going to do your chain 2. Oops. Into your next space, yarn in front, insert under, slip stitch. Tipsy, leave mommy's yarn alone. Chain 2. Give me that. Here, go play with the ball. Here. Give me. Sorry. If If you have cats, you know exactly how it is. Even some dogs play with yarn. Then you're going to double crochet into your next chain space, and we're almost getting to the corners. And then you're going to chain 2. Yarn in front, insert hook into next chain space on back piece, underneath, slip stitch, chain 2. Now we're in the corners again. So you're going to do your 2 double crochet into your current square. It doesn't like me. By this time, both your sides are joined, so this little guy is gonna may get in the way. Tipsy. Then you're gonna chain 2, and you're just going to do a slip stitch into the corner on your other one, and do a chain 2. Flip those out of the way. Now you are on the last side. Excuse me. You're on the last side here of your current square, so all you're going to do is finish off the square. You've done your 2 double crochet here and your chain 2, so all you're going to do is finish off your 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do your chain 2, and then you're just going to finish the normal pattern. 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2. I'm sorry. Give me that. Sorry, yarn keeps getting stuck on my ring. Okay. 1 double crochet, chain 2. This is hard to do when I can't really look at it. Chain 2. 1 double crochet into your next space. Chain 2. My nails are kind of short. I just trimmed them this week. 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, and we're coming to the end of the round now.
Scissors would be nice.
So now that you have done your last chain 2, you're just going to slip stitch as normal into the beginning of the round. If my hook decides it wants to get in there. Now for this tutorial, I've literally made a doll-sized poncho, and then you're just going to slip stitch. Snip, pull through, and you are done with your sides, or your side. So I'm going to pull this off my tripod. I had to tape it, so let's take a ride. Okay, so now you've got your front and your back here. Front, back. And now, since we just joined it, and I know it's kind of hard to see because it's a small one, but the large one would have taken forever to teach with. So I made a little doll size one. This is going to be your sleeve. So now you can see it's basically seamless. Goes from one to the other, all the way back, one to the other. And to get that hole, you just kind of stretch it a little. And it stretches it out so you've got your holes. So it's almost basically seamless. That's two pieces. Looks like one. Here is your neck. And if you lay it completely out, or at least try to, this piece, it's gonna puff up here in the sleeve, but this piece, as you can see, your sleeve is going diagonal with the point that's gonna reach your hand, depending on the size you'd made. And then you've got one straight line all the way across for you to do the border. And then you've got your neck here. Let me put it this way so you can see. With your shoulder here. You can remove the stitch marker now too. Well, you could. I'm having trouble right now. And I'm just going to leave it there for now. You just repeat that for the other side, and you are done joining, and then you can move on to, repeat that for the other side, then you can move on to the border. Thank you. Hope you understood it. I can answer any questions. I will leave my email address on the pattern, and have a great day.